Hey everyone, this is Jessica Warren of Into the Warren, and I am back with a video after quite some time. I am so sorry it's been so long since I've posted anything. I've actually made videos but then chose not to upload them because they were always at times where I didn't have my work with me and it was just kind of like rambling and ranting. So I didn't think it was worth the upload. So I wanted to do a video today on the first day off that I've had in a while. So that's why I'm in my bed. I know you can't really tell, but I'm kind of hanging out in my bed and lounging around while Brooke takes her little nap and my husband is at the gym. So I actually had to kind of scramble around and try to figure out where we left off since my last video. Some quick updates. I am working as a daycare teacher to some rambunctious and pretty cool 1-year-olds, 6 of them to be exact. It has been quite a change compared to what I've been doing most of my life. I have been definitely much more physically active. I have been losing some weight since I've started working. I went to the doctor 1 week and then like a week and a half later I went back and I had lost 6 pounds within that week and a half. So I'm averaging about 10,000 to 11,000 steps a day, which is way more than I used to do. And then on top of that, I'm actually working casually at Joann Fabrics. I'm really just doing that for the awesome discount you can get, which stacks with coupons and all that. And it's fun. Like, I get to go there and talk with people about like what they're going to be making and sharing, just sharing your passion for making things with your hands. And last night, I worked yesterday from 11 to 7 and I worked at the cutting counter and I had really so much fun. Time went by so fast. The only downside is when you're on your feet and you're just like, you just get tired. My legs just get tired, I'm still in the process of trying to get back into shape and be fit after having Brooke. Having a baby really gets your body just changes. And you have to recover and you have to put in the effort or you could really go downhill after. So I think altogether I've lost almost 20 pounds. I'm still working on it. My diet could definitely be cleaned up. But I do have more stamina and I definitely am moving more. Been to the doctor, got my blood test stuff just to check on what's going on. There's some things I need to adjust. I'm actually really low in vitamin D. I had to get a prescription vitamin D. And being in the Sunshine State, you wouldn't think that would be possible, but it is. So I'm working on my health and trying to do some more focus on myself and not everybody else but myself. What else? Also, I was trying to think. I'm still waiting on my teaching certification to teach in public school. It's been about 60 days, so hopefully within the next few weeks I'll get an answer so that I can start applying to work in a public school. And I love teaching preschool so much. It's just the pay is so low. I mean, teaching salary is low too, but this is like even lower. And it wouldn't be possible probably to survive financially as a preschool teacher for very long. But I do love it, which is a great sign because I've realized that yes, teaching really is where I want to be. So I have been given the opportunity to get some experience even without my certification. So with that being said, let's get into what I've been working on. I have worked almost every single day, including weekends with Joann's and my teaching. So I don't always have a ton of time, and when I do get home, I try to spend time with my family and also get rest. But I have made things. I think this is everything that's new. And then I have a couple things to share. The first thing that I want to share is if you don't already know, Vanna's Choice yarn is going to be out of print, out of use. All of the Vanna's Choice yarn is on clearance at Joann's, at least at my Joann's, along with some mandala, some old colorways, some Premier yarn, and some Bernat Softy Baby, which I really like that yarn. It makes really nice projects. I made my whale out of that. I also made a hat that I'll show you. Oh, not a hat. I made something else. So you might want to check out your Joann's and see if there's a whole bunch of yarn on clearance. I mean, it's a ton. I even think the comfy cotton, some of the comfy cotton is on sale for like $3.47, I want to say. My hair's all knotted. I woke up early and I worked on a Halloween costume for Brooke and I didn't brush my hair. So it's getting really long. I have hair color too that I need to color my hair. But that's a whole other story. Let me share with you some stuff. The first thing, my little baby brother, I have two brothers, both are younger than I am, and one of them both of my brothers are very good people, and they're always willing to help, and they're always generous, and you know, if they can do something for somebody, they will. And I am the same way. If I can do something for somebody, I will. So one of my littlest brother, Eric, he has been doing really well career-wise, and he keeps getting promotions, and his fiance she's a photographer, and she's amazing, and she's doing really well. And since Eric has been pretty successful, he's also been very giving and doing nice stuff for others. And one of the things that he did, my birthday's on Monday, so one of the things he did was, for an early birthday present, he bought me the Takumi knitting needle set that has the interchangeable circular needle. It's a circular needle kit. Two are missing because I'm using them for a project, but this is what it looks like. So those are all the needles, all the sizes. And then in here are I think there's 4 different cables. And then there's like a guide of like what sizes they are. So you can just interchange your circular needles and the length. And I love these because, number one, I like Takumi needles. I like the wooden needles. They have just enough friction to keep your work on the needle, but they're also super sharp so you can catch the yarn correctly. I'm not a huge fan of the plastic. I'm not a huge fan of the metal. I really like the wooden ones. And I also really like using circular needles versus straight needles, if you can, because I don't know, it's just something about it's just better in my hands. I don't know, but I've already used these like a bunch. I've done a few projects with them, and I have one on the needles right now that I'll show you. But this you can find on Amazon. It's called Takumi Combo by Clover. And I found, this is at Joann's. So if you had like a 50% off coupon, you know, you could go ahead and purchase it. Amazon, though, I think is always like about the same price as a half off would be. And that's where Eric bought this for me, was on Amazon. I think originally it's like $160. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it is. So, but I think on Amazon it's like $75, $80. Anyway, I think if you are wanting to knit and you like circular needles and the convenience is good, I think there's other kits that are similar, but I've heard like the cables don't lock very well, and so you're like midway through a project and then the cable falls off the needle. I haven't experienced that with these. I think they're pretty sturdy when you lock them, but I haven't had them come loose at all. Not at all. So highly recommend if you want to do some knitting and you need a kit. Okay. I am totally getting into the holiday season, the fall, like shenanigans. I am ready. Um, I've already got some fall decorations and they're just kind of like hanging around because I'm like, maybe I shouldn't put them in my house yet. But I have some things up. I'm just ready for summer to be done. I really am. I'm not a big fan of summer. Um, so I did make a pumpkin. This is crochet, as you can see. This is a pattern I found on Pinterest. It's a free pattern. If I remember, I will link it in the description. The yarn is impeccable yarn, worsted weight, and this is some random brown yarn. Oh, I think it's Red Heart Soft. Red Heart Soft brown yarn. I did follow the needle or the hook size guidelines, but if I were to do this again, I would definitely go down hook sizes, probably by 2 hook sizes, because I'm not a big fan of gap, like really gappy crochet work where you can see the stuffing in it. I mean, it's not that bad, but I would have much preferred the stitches to be tighter than what they are. But I do like the pumpkin. I think it's cool. I like the ridges. And I'm putting this up on my TV stand, my wooden TV stand. And I have a few other pumpkins I bought at Joann Fabrics that are like lace and different textures. So they all go together in like a little pumpkin grouping. And this pattern has 3 different sizes. This is actually the medium size. And I'd probably, if I went back, I'd just do small because this is pretty large for a medium size pumpkin. So I did that one in the middle of one Friday night. And then, okay, I bought the Mandala Thick and Quick yarn in the color Whirl Rotation. Or Whirl Rotation, I guess, is a different language. But it's called Whirl. And it's very colorful. I have 2 skeins. I have no idea where the other skein is. There's like, it's like yarn extravaganza always in my house. But anyway, this is basically the coloring of it. And I wanted to do like a Fair Isle hat where this was like the contrasting color. And then I used green. I want to say it's Bernat Baby Softy Green, but I could be wrong. But anyway, I did this toddler hat where it has the Fair Isle kind of pattern, these arrow patterns. And then I ended it with that contrasting color at the top. And I also started it with the ribbing. And I added my Into the Warren tag. I have this up on my Etsy shop. It won't fit in an adult. It will only fit a younger child. I mean, I don't think it'll fit on my head now, but almost. I could think it could fit most younger children easily. Definitely fits Brooke. But of course she hates hats, so she won't wear it. But anyway, this is one of the hats I made. I think the contrasting, like when you have like a colorway like this with that solid, it just looks so funky and cool. So I have that hat. And then I did a Fair Isle hat with a like poinsettia. I think it's a poinsettia. It could be a snowflake. Either way, it's like kind of just a general pattern I found on Pinterest. The hat itself is just like my pattern. It's just ribbing with regular stockinette stitch. And then I got some pom-poms for like fur pom-poms at Joann because I had coupons and discounts, and I think I had a $5 coupon actually. So I used that for the first time, and I had to learn how to use those. But anyway, this is the hat, as you can see. So it could be a snowflake, could be poinsettia. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what the pattern is. You can see it's on both sides. And this does fit an adult, which I will show you. Yeah. So I should probably turn it so that's in the middle, but Anyway, you get the idea. This hat's going to be on Etsy too. I just made it, so I haven't put it up there yet. And it'll probably look cute if you actually brush your hair and look presentable. But anyway, this is the hat. And I think it's really pretty. The colors, these are the Bernat. So I use Bernat Chunky, Softy Chunky for the pattern. The pink, I don't remember. I got it at Walmart. It's not Red Heart. I don't remember, but it's a pink. Pink 6 chunky yarn. So anyway, that's that. And I also wanted to show you, so the Bernat Softy Chunky 247 on clearance at Joann. I also got Premier Yarn Serenity Bulky 5 on clearance for $247. So like I said, there's I got 3 of those because the red, you know, Christmas. I got some of those. But anyway, there are bins and bins and bins full of clearance yarn at Joann's. Okay. The next thing, I don't know if I showed this. I probably did. This is kind of on hold. This is the back of a big chunky sweater, knitted sweater I was working on, and it's been a long time since I worked on this. This is going to be the front. I haven't gotten very far because I put it on hold to do other stuff, but working on that in the middle of everything else. This is all garter stitch. Okay, and then I have a custom order. This is this is for a baby shower. The baby is going to be a girl. It's my mom's good friend from work. Her friend is obsessed with sock monkeys, like obsessed. And so my mom found a pattern for like a baby snuggle sack that is sock monkey inspired, where it has the gray, the red, and the white. But because it's a girl, instead of the red, I'm using pink as requested. And I'm going to do a matching hat as well. This is a knitted pattern, and it's not perfect. And I told my mom, I'm like, hey, I'm still learning knitting, and it's not going to be like flawless, but I'm doing my best. And she was like, it's perfect. My mom visited, so she saw it, but anyway, I have the top done. This is so where the red typically goes, I put pink. It's the same pink as the hat I made, same yarn. So this is like the top where the baby's head comes out, right? And you can fold it down, or you can have it straight, but I really like it folded down like this. I think in the picture it's folded down. And then now I am working on the gray part. You can see it's really cool how the beginning has all these short ribs, and then there's bigger spaces in between when you get to the gray. Kind of makes a cool texture. So, and of course you're your own worst critic because you see every flaw, but my mom says it's good. Okay, I like it. I love it. So I'm just keep on keeping on. Anyway, so that's what I'm working on. The gray basically has to measure 12 inches. And then once you do that, you do like 10 more rows, and then you go back to the white and you close it off at the end. You decrease to the end. And yeah, so I'm working on that, and then I'll have a matching hat. So I need to get this done pretty soon. I think the baby shower's in a few weeks. So I'm using the Bernat. Oh no, I'm not. I don't know why that's in there. I'm using this random white yarn. I think this is also Bernat Softy. The pink yarn, the infamous pink yarn that I can't remember the brand. And then this is This is super soft. This is, I love this chunky, so it's from Hobby Lobby. Gray yarn. So there you have it. The white and the pink are, I think, one weight higher than the gray, but I kind of like that. And it lines up fine. So, working on that. Okay. I should have brought it in here, but Brooke's sleeping. I am working on a Halloween costume for Brooke. It is a sewing project. You can see some of the work on Facebook, the Into the Warren Facebook. Sorry, I'm adjusting. The Into the Warren Facebook or Instagram. I think Facebook has more pictures, though. She's going to be a witch. When I was little, I think I was a witch like every single year up until I was like 7 or 8. And I wanted to make it for her. So it's like a green velvet dress with some white sparkle tulle underneath. And then I just finished making her black cape today. It's a 2-tiered cape with black ribbon trim and ribbon that ties it. Now, I'm not a sewer per se. Like, I like to sew. I have a sewing machine. I have sewing supplies. But I just, nothing's really like precise, and nothing's like perfect by any means. I am not a master sewer. So it fits her. I traced one of her outfits that fits her for the template. So it wasn't a pattern or anything. It was just going with the flow. Anyway, it turned out pretty good. The cape is really cute, and I actually am thinking like maybe I'll make her other capes like with a similar style, because it would be really fun for her to do dress up, have capes for dress up, you know. She has this beautiful, what do you call it, like rack, wooden rack to put fancy clothes on. And I think when she gets a little bit bigger, we'll make it like her costume rack where she can put her make-believe costumes and dresses and stuff on it. So with all that being said, for a hat, even though she hates hats, I'm still making her a hat. I am crocheting a, it's hard to tell because it's black. I'm crocheting a witch's hat, as you can see. I'm working on it. And it is a free pattern on Pinterest as well. I can post the pattern, but here's the thing. The pattern directions are not great. They don't even tell you to like slip stitch at the end of a row, or you know, whether to slip stitch or to go in spirals. So I've been slip stitching, which I think is right. And there is a mistake somewhere, but I can't remember where. But I can post it. It's free. If you're interested, and you can just maybe notice also where the mistakes are and go ahead and make it if you want a witch hat. But I think it's going to be really cute. I like how it's kind of like wavy, you know, got some curves to it, like it's a little, I don't know, it's not a perfect cone, which makes it cool. So I'm working on that. This should be finished today. It's not a big project because it's all double crochets and it's for a child's head. So that's something I'm working on. And then I have things saved, like projects saved. I want to finish my granny square blanket that I've never finished, because I've been looking on Pinterest at really cute kids rooms, because I want to kind of upgrade Brooke's room to be like a kid room instead of a baby room, and make it kind of, you know, make it real cool. And a lot of the rooms have these beautiful like crocheted afghans on the kids' beds of all different colors. And if I could just finish this afghan and like have the willpower to finish it and not be lazy about it, it would be so cute. And she also has her striped pom-pom afghan that I haven't finished either. It's just sitting in the living room. But I get so bored. Any project that takes longer than a day is hard for me to finish. And I'm sure some of you can relate to that. So, But I want to finish it because they're cool blankets and it would look so cute in her room. So, and then outside of that, my mom came to visit for my birthday last weekend, like an early birthday hangout, you know, spend time together. And she found this knitting dictionary book, old knitting dictionary book, and knitting crochet techniques. So I was looking at it, and they have stitches that are really cool that I've never seen before. They also show ribs, you know, like 7x3 flat rib and all that. But what I was looking at is like all these cool textures you can make with knitting, starfish stitch, and it just gives you the directions. So there's all these like different stitches, combinations of knitting and purling, and what you can make with them. The bobble stitch in knit, that's pretty cool. Anyway, it's just neat to see like what you could do. Look at the daisy stitch at the bottom. All these different combinations of just 2 stitches and like all the things you can make with them. So she gave this to me. I don't know exactly where she found it. There's also patterns, graphs for the patterns. There is crochet in here. The rose stitch, ridge stitch, waffle stitch, Romanian stitch. I mean, lots of cool different things. I didn't realize they had so many crochet stitches. You can see there's some neat ones. So anyway, she gave me this and I want to check this out and maybe try some of these. There's even crochet square, granny square motifs in here. So yeah, I will have to take a look at this. There's edging. So anyway, that's that. I haven't really acquired much, like too much yarn. I mean, have you seen the yarn? Have you seen the yarn? That's just some of it. I have 2 tubs of it under my bed and 1 tub in the living room of baby yarn. So I don't think I need any more right now. So I think that's about it. I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's still subscribed to my channel even with this long hiatus, and for watching. And I am going to be doing some more work to show you in the future. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you so much. If you are new to my channel and you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe, and please feel free to leave a comment if you'd like. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.